Hello and welcome to another episode of MotoMetriX. This is your host Kushaq, and today we were just lazy and we thought of introducing in a different style. So the car we are driving today, well, the name it promises a lot. It expects us to believe that it's the king of the cars. But will it live up to that billing? Will it be the Kushaq of the cars? Let's find out, shall we? So hello and welcome to another video. So today we have the Skoda Kushaq with us. Let's straight away open up the engine bay. It's hot. This engine, this is the 1 liter turbo petrol. It's shaky, it's noisy. I mean, the engine bay looks empty, but it is quite shaky. It's a 3-cylinder engine. What can we expect? Let's straight go to the headlights. It is a full LED setup, and look at the attention to details. Skoda crystal lighting written right there. That is quite good. Light LED bulb, headlight LED bulb, and the side lights and the fog lights are not an LED, it's a halogen. Here's this chrome surround to make it feel premium. Here there's this beautiful Skoda logo and the Skoda grille that is typical Skoda design language. You can see insides of the car, and because it's a SUV, a pseudo SUV as I like to say, it has a 4-skid plate. This is also fake AF. I don't know what purposes haina isko. And Skoda written right here. Ma uta side par dekhunchu aaj चाहिँ for a change. This car, in terms of its length, width र height, it's smaller than Creta, but the wheelbase is longer than Creta, which is like really good. I don't know Skoda le कसरी गर्यो, but this has resulted into tons of space inside the vehicle. The side mirror has an indicator integrated, as I've said, Skoda written right there. The wheels happens to be 205/55 R17. The alloy wheel design is like really nice. Diamond cut alloys, and this black cladding runs all around the car. As you can see, there's the roof rail, which is quite huge, but it's not a functional roof rail, it's just for the aesthetic purpose. The door is not completely chrome, there's a chrome strip to it rather, and the passenger also has a request sensor. Korean siblings. And that's the shark fin antenna. Coming to the back, before I talk about the lights, just look at the back side of this car. It looks so good. That's European for you. It's so simple, it looks really nice. Nothing like this. And again, let's talk about the lights. This is an LED light. This brake light is an LED light. Sadly, the side light and the reverse light is not an LED. Kushaq written right there. There's a long chrome lining across the vehicle, Skoda written boldly. And there are 3 reverse parking sensors, and the camera happens to be right here, nicely integrated. And again, fake AF exhaust, fake exhaust. This is the towing hook, and the real exhaust happens to be right here. Why do people like आजकल का manufacturer like this fake exhaust dini laya as a choska? I have no idea. Let's open up the boot. It is a decent sized boot, but the loading lip is quite high, and the seat is a 60/40 split, which is really nice. It's usable, and the tire, excuse our saman excuse that, but the tire happens to be a smaller size. It's a 205/55 R16, and it's not an alloy wheel again, like always. And this is a kind of a nifty touch, this is how you close the vehicle. So let's get inside, shall we? So the door opens quite wide, so getting inside and getting out is really easy. It is not Tata Altro's wide. It does not open 90 degree, but it is quite wide. The door pockets are massive. It's huge, but scratchy plastic really robs the quality away. But here it is. Yeah, it's a soft touch. And from here, the cabin looks wide. It really does. Let's get inside. And once you're inside the cabin, that shots with a proper thud. This is also in chrome. So once you're inside the cabin, as you can see, यो अगाडिको seat मेरो height सँग मिलेर गएको छ, and I'm like 6 feet tall. there's plenty of knee room, there's plenty of headroom despite having the sunroof. And the under thigh support is, I mean, so like that's a complaint for me always, because yeah, I'm Oglo, I know, that's always a complaint for me. And these are the AC vents, and Skoda has gone advanced, 2 USB charging ports. That's really nice. Scooped out seat backs with magazine holders there as well. Here's a handle to hold on to, there's a handle to hold on to, and there's hook as well, so is here. And one thing, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know I love one thing, and I always complain or appreciate one thing, and that is the adjustable headrest. And Skoda Kushaq has 3 adjustable headrests. I mean, wow, that's really nice. I mean, really good. I really appreciate it. This is a central armrest with 2 cup holders. I mean, it's so smooth, like it's sleek. Yeah, that's really nice. And the floor is also quite flat. It has a little bit of hump, but this is not that much of a big deal. And there is proper reading lights. Like, I really love this, not the typical slap wala Patagora cabin lights. And these are proper reading lights for individuals, and I mean, it's more useful, I guess. And the window area is also quite wide, so there's less chance children and old people will feel claustrophobic. This car also has Isofix child seat mounts, which is really good initiation, I should say. And height adjustable seat bed would have been really great. And the front dashboard looks really nice, doesn't it? So let's get ahead and see more closely, shall we? Whoa. So even the front pockets are quite huge, door pockets are quite huge. The driver side window is a 1 touch down and a 1 touch up. So there's this one feature in Skoda and Volkswagen that I really love. Let's see, yo like gadi ma chha ki chaina. So when you press this lock button, like for a moment, all the windows should roll down. Damn, isma chaina. Okay, that is quite a surprise. I thought to huncha, but that was quite a flop. But anyways, that is not the case with the passenger window. It's not a 1 touch up or a 1 touch down, and there is a proper dead pedal right there. And this is the headlight of the car, typical European, like you pull it out and do this. I mean, it's weird. I don't find this convenient at all. This is the engine start stop button, which feels like an afterthought. Man, this really feels like an afterthought. There's no electrical adjust for the driver's seat as well, and it's making noise. Let's get inside. Why are you making so noise? Oh, there's a nifty touch. You can put something here as well. Nice. And once you're inside the cabin, you can see this is a beautiful cabin. Like, wow, ko chai impress hudaina yo cabin. Just look at this steering wheel. It's a piece of an art. Especially personally, me, I'm speaking, this is really beautiful. मलाई त कस्तो नै मन पर्यो this 2-spoke wheel. Like, it's unique. It's कहीँ देखिया छैन नि त यस्तो हैन. It's your opinion. How do you like comment मा please say कस्तो लाग्यो भने. But मलाई चाहिँ अति नै मन पर्यो. The horn sounds kind of meek. Like, यत्रो ठुलो गाडी छ, the horn sounds kind of meek. The instrument cluster is also kind of basic. This is the tachometer, that's the speedometer, that small one is the fuel meter, and that's the temperature meter. And the multi-information display also has data that you can see. I mean, there's telephone, there's audio, there's driving data, but there's this function right here. Like, it has no function, button without function. What is that? Like, I think it's joke like that. And telltale lights are all over the place. There's the telltale lights, and the buttons on the steering wheel feels premium. Just look at this. I mean, chrome and metal. Wow. I mean, let's not put on the speakers, but as you can see, this is the total. It's from mile per hour to warning economy. It's giving me 6.6 kilometers per liter. Range is 150 before it completely runs out of fuel, and the travel time is 55-58. The total distance that it has gone is 710. Sorry, this is the trip meter, I guess, and the average speed, I guess, is in mile per hour. But yeah, it is quite loaded. And one thing that I really don't like about this car, this cabin is the AC function is touch controlled. I mean, as long it looks cool, I know. I'm not saying it does not look cool, but physical button bhabe सजिलो हुन्छ क्या operate गर्न. This is just way hard to operate while you're driving. Here's the wireless charging pad and 2 USB-C chargers. This is the beautiful 7-speed DSG, and this is the 12-volt socket. Here's 2 cup holders, place to keep your keys, a conventional handbrake, and this also has ventilated seats. Only 2 settings. It's weird, but trust me, when you open this ventilated seats now, it through आवाज आउँछ. Just here, all right. While I opened it, just listen the seat making the noise. I mean, it could have been, of course, it could have been silent, but yeah, I mean, this is the glove box. It's quite decent. There's cooling function as well, and so that you don't forget which car you're driving, Skoda is written right there in a gloss black finish. But there are lots and lots of hard plastic down there, which is again, I mean, feels not so good. And the steering is adjustable for both reach as well as for rake as well as for reach, which is really good. I mean, Hyundai Creta does not get it, that is. Let's talk about this infotainment system. It looks aftermarket, but it is not. It isn't. Just trust me, because it has got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and lots of things can be done from this particular console. Should I say console? You know, yeah. Actually, this is a traction control on and off button. I would have preferred a button, baby, but you can do lots of things from here. You can choose the brightness of the this infotainment system. There's profile. Hey Skoda, there's audio, there's connect, there's valet mode as well. That is quite nice. You can like restrict some of the system, like car ko performance and all. This system, there's Bluetooth, audio, language and all. It's about car as well. Car ko like light settings as well. It has got interior lightings as well, which is like really nice. Leaving on, it's loaded. This car is loaded. Mirror and wipers. I mean, this is really good. The audio system is from Skoda Sound, which is, I don't know, specially made for Skoda, I don't know. And this is the ticket holder. The visor does not have a mirror. It has a mirror but no light, and it also has the sunroof, which is smaller than the competition. I mean, Creta gets a panoramic roof, and as you can see from the outside, it's a pretty okay-ish, I mean, sunroof, not anything to run home about. And yeah, this is an auto dimming inside rear view mirror. Here's a storage space as well. It does not have an air purifier as well, so yeah. And the AC is a chiller. I mean, it cools the cabin in no time. The gearbox also has a sports mode in it. You can do it. There's sports mode on it, and also, before I forget, it has got paddle shifters. That is so cool. And one thing I don't like about these European cars, even American cars, I mean Jeep, you ulto cha kya, like, what's with that? This is for the side light. This stock is for the side light, and these are for the wipers. Okay, pani rahcha, but this is how the wiper works. It also has a back wiper. Let's see how that works. Yeah, lots of spray, and it cleans the windshield in no time. But I feel like यो कुरा चाहिँ it's really not, at least एसियामा आउने गाडीमा चाहिँ त्यो ठ्याक्क जस्तो हो त्यस्तै हुन पर्ने थियो. This is kind of weird. This is for, it also has got cruise control, and you can set it from here, but नेपालमा कहाँको cruise control use गर्ने हैन. So yeah, that's it. So let's get to the exciting part. Let's get to the driving part, shall we? Woo! Let's start. That means putting it in sport mode and traction control off, and revving the motor. It revs around 2,500 RPM, and let's go. So the one thing that is like really evident your drive गर्न थालेपछि is it's a high revving motor. It holds its gears. It redlines in around 6,500 RPM. That is like really, like, just see the way it holds on to the gear. There's a bump, and you can see it is pliant, it is completely pliant. So I was talking about this engine is like really smooth. It's a 1 liter turbo petrol that produces around 115 horsepower and 117 Newton meters of torque. And this engine lower end of the rev range ma chai alikati laggy cha. Its best part is its mid-range. Just look at the pull. It holds on to the gear. That is really surprising. It really holds on to the gear, and man, this performance is killer. Wow, just wow. The mid-range, the way it pulls is supreme. The handling is also really good, as you can see. Stable, it is stable. Unlike its Korean siblings, it is really stable. The feel on the steering wheel is like supreme. It's unbeatable. I mean, I have such a wide grin on my face. I'm sorry you can't see that, but it is really nice. As I've told you, this is one sporty engine. This engine, Skoda has claimed that it goes from 0 to 100 in 11 seconds. In around 11 seconds, which is actually kind of true as well. The way it pulls, the way it holds into the gear, when you put it on the sport and when you use the paddle shifters, it just holds the rev so nicely. It does not upshift until and unless it hits the rev band, that is like rev limiter, that is 6,500 RPM, which is like supreme. I mean, the ride quality is okay. In the lower, like the slow, the ride quality is like kind of bumpy, but as the speed builds up, the ride quality just gets pliant. It's on ramro. It does not deteriorate. It just, it's on ramro. So yeah, and but the fact that the build quality, even though the build quality feels nice, I mean, it feels really good. Like comparison गर्ने अरु like competition भन्दा comparison गर्ने, the ride quality is really good, but the Skoda isness जुन थियो नि पहिलाको vehicles मा त्यो चाहिँ छैन. It feels kind of light, like it त्यस्तो लाग्छ के, but that does not mean it's bad हैन. Like build quality is supreme. As you अघिको भिडियोमा as you saw, like हुन्छ नि build quality, the third of the door is heavy, the jun lagni para door ko, that is like really reassuring. And त्यो भएर it's still one of the best, like one of the nicely built together car you can find in the market right now. And as twisties भनेपछि, like let's see the handling. I mean, this is so good. The way it handles, I mean, I'm in love with this car, honestly. The way it handles, the way the engine responds. I mean, it gets loud, you know, like the 3-cylinderness feel, but I mean, you're gonna enjoy this engine. If you love driving, you're gonna enjoy this engine. Trust me on this. This is next level. And the body roll is also quite minimized. The suspension is right. There is low, not, I wouldn't say body roll is high, but really less body rolls are. The fact that you walk around with the windows that is kind of like miss those, like that is your unique feature, USP of the Volkswagen and Skoda's but the fact that you cheaper, the Rapid gets it. Rapid ma chai tyo cha, but this gets a sunroof, that does not get a sunroof. Yo bhanda expensive Octavia ma sunroof chaina, but यसमा छ. So that's how it works in the Skoda lineup apparently. And the roll down wala, I know it's not a big like feature zone, but still the मेरो लागि चाहिँ it's a big miss हैन. It was unique. I mean, about the braking in this car is also quite supreme. The disc disc छैन, it has 2 discs and 2 drums at the rear, but the braking, the bite on the lever, it's like really nice. Like there's no sharp dull छैन कि pedal like यस्तो थिचेपछि पनि brake नलाग्ने भन्ने. There's nice bite on the pedal and it stops on a dime, which is really nice, which is confidence reassuring. The fact that the engine is so good, you can rev the knots out of this engine, you can go as fast as you can, you have paddle shifters to work with. I mean, the amount of performance this car has, the braking matches as well, which is the really nice thing. So normally I'm braking ko ni ati complain garchu, but this has a really nice braking as well, which is a plus point. Yeah, as I was saying, the fact that it has a nice suspension and a steering that gives feedback, the high speed stability is also pretty good. Like it's a really stable engine. Like it does not get nervous when it gets into high speed, which is really nice. No, like the popular cars in this segment can't offer that, which this car does. Of course I'm not gonna mention which car, but you know, the popular selling cars of this segment does not offer that. If you ask me what's a Kushaq, so a Kushaq is a product from Skoda that's a do or die for Skoda as well, because products Skoda it's in the top end, and this Kushaq comes in a segment like is really popular among oil scenario. It's really popular. So if you're gonna ask me, Shashank, is it gonna be really nice for Skoda with this car? Will they sustain? In my opinion, yes, they will, because this is one really nice car. It has got its fair share of features, maybe not as much as its Korean siblings, but it has got essential. It is a good driving car than the Korean siblings. Like, take it from me, it drives well than the Korean siblings. Now, again, if you ask me, also धेरै features दिन सकिन्थ्यो होला. Yes, दिन मिल्थ्यो. Like Skoda could have given more features, but that would have like inflated the price even more, which would not have made sense anyway. त्यो गरे भए स्कोडाको फेरि त्यही कुरा ब्याक टु स्क्वायर वान हुन्छ स्कोडा. बट ओभरअल दिस कार हु कसको लागि हो त यो कार? Honestly, it has its all safety and all. Even though global NCAP like rate गरेको छैन यो गाडीलाई, the way it is put together, it feels robust. Not like पुरानो Skoda is जस्तो, but it's still a Skoda. It's still a Volkswagen Group को गाडी. It's gonna be tough. And yeah, it is for the drivers. It is for the drivers and the people who really love to drive. Yeah, that is Skoda for you. That is Skoda Kushaq for you. So yeah, let's end it from the price. So this is the style variant of the Skoda Kushaq. That is a petrol automatic, 1 liter petrol automatic. This costs 65,90,000 in Nepal. And sadly, this Skoda Kushaq does not come with a 1.5 liter engine, which is like actually better than this in terms of drivability. But of course, in terms of efficiency, this is efficient, but that's not. But in terms of pure raw enthusiasm, enthusiastic the feels, I was pretty sure, but that would have again inflated the price. Make sense. So this is a style automatic top of the line variant. It is priced at 65,90,000. Yeah, and overall it is a good package. So if you like this vlog, do subscribe to our channel MotoMetriX. Do hit the subscribe button, that would really help us, and follow us on socials as well, and we'll see you very soon. Bye bye. Okay, before I go, just take the feel of this car. All right, the driving feel of this car. I'm not gonna say anything. Bye bye.